Boom! Welcome back to the channel. I'm Hank Strange. This is StrangerPalooza. Today we're here at Truma in Indiana in Elkhart, and we're here with Mark of Truma.
Glad to have you here.
Doing? Yes, thanks.
Doing great.
So a lot of these systems have Truma as the heart of the system for the vans. And we've also got Sean here from Coachmen Class B, and Sean's actually going to walk us through on how to use the systems. So first of all, I just want to thank Mark for letting us use your facilities.
Anytime, Hank. Glad to have you here. We're happy to support Coachmen with the Aventas and the Combi units.
Yeah. Also, it's very hot.
It's a little bit cooler inside, I think. So,
yes.
hopefully, yeah, you can make use of our facilities here. We have 2 service bays here where customers can come in and get serviced by our Truma technicians. So, and we have our call center available and ready to support customers as well.
Okay, so if anyone is in need of more customer care, you can get that from Coachmen, but they can also come directly to you guys, right?
Yep. Here are our facility in Florida. We're in Lakeland, Florida as well. We have a brick and mortar there. Customers can go there directly to get service.
All right, awesome. Okay, so thanks so much for that, for letting us use this, and we're going to get into it now. All right, Sean. So we're taking a look at, I think, what is this particular floor plan? Guessing this is it's a C.
Yep.
Looks like a C. So there's different. Yeah. So there's different floor plans, right? But the systems are basically the same.
Correct. The systems will be the same across the board.
Okay. So exactly how many systems do we have in here?
With the Truma, we've got 3 systems. We'll have the AC, the water heater, and then the furnace.
Okay.
We'll go over how to operate all 3 of those.
All right. So let's go in. And most of that, you're going to find the controls for it in one spot, right?
Correct. It'll either be right here above the door, or sometime on different models, it'll be on this side, the overhead cabinet. So first thing we're going to want to do is make sure our battery disconnect is on. We've got power in the inside. Then we're going to go over to the Truma controller. It's a little hot, so we're going to go ahead and turn the AC on right now.
Yeah.
Just go ahead and we're going to click on your icon here. This brings up all the different modes. The first thing we're going to do is go to the motorhome with the thermostat. We're going to click the button to select it. You've got heater here. You use your dial, go over to AC, and then we'll go ahead and click the button. Goes to off. We'll turn it again to cool, and that should kick the AC on here in a second. There we go.
You guys can hear that came on.
Hear that?
Yeah. We might want to turn it down since we,
Yep.
you know.
We'll go ahead and just turn it off for the time being.
Yeah.
So we can talk about it.
Right.
And to turn it off, you go from cool, you just click it, back on it. We're going to scroll over. There's vent, and then there's off. And you just click the center wheel, and that'll go ahead and kick it off. Some things with the Truma AC too, you might wonder why the fan's always running. Your temperature sensor, your thermostat, is actually built into the vent here. You can't see it, but the fan runs to circulate it and keep a constant temperature. Mm-hmm. It also cuts down on use of the AC going in and out so much because it has that constant rate all the time.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, so that's like a normal operation for the...
Correct. That fan's always going to run if the AC's on.
Okay. And it's still efficient even though it's running, I found. It's
yeah, absolutely. It's actually a little bit more efficient than other ACs, even though it's running constantly like that. With other ACs, when they kick on and off for that constant reaching for that temperature, it's putting more pressure on the compressor.
Okay.
More voltage.
So basically we're controlling the AC from this panel over here?
Which is our CPU panel.
Oh, okay. Is there another way?
There is another way to control it. We do, there is a fail-safe in your packet with Coachmen, the big black bag, which would be right here. Mm-hmm. This comes with all of our new units. There's going to be your Truma remote. Mm-hmm. We don't program this at the factory. We put it in here for troubleshooting. But if your CP Plus ever went down, you would just open this up and it's pretty much the same operation.
So you just put a battery in it.
Correct. So you put a battery in it, and there's actually a QR code on the back that walks you through the setup on it. We don't program it because we don't feel like we don't usually have any problems with the CP Plus. This is mainly in here for troubleshooting, but it's also a fail-safe.
Okay. And then so far as the AC, and I think some of the other systems, you have to have, so this is a lithium model versus a generator.
Correct.
You have to have your inverter on, and that's all on here when you hit use, or?
So with the we have our store and use button, which is the battery disconnect. Operates at 12 volt. Then we'll open up this compartment right here, which is your Xantrax. We're just gonna make sure that this is on. Your on-off button's right here. This is already on. We can see that it's reading the battery and the load and whatnot. So this has to be on with the lithium package for it to work. Rule of thumb, outside of just Truma, if you're using the AC, I always say just have the inverter on.
Right.
I mean, it's not gonna hurt anything, and you know everything's gonna operate.
Right. And if you happen to have a generator model, you'd have to turn on the generator.
Correct. You'd turn on the generator if you're not plugged into shore power, and that would be your 110 source.
Okay.
Which a good indication too is for the AC to work, the first thing I would, if you're not plugged in or the generator's running on a non-lithium model, we're looking for this little plug right here. I don't know if you can see that icon. That's indicating that we have 110 at the AC.
Okay.
So with the lithium package, we don't need to have that. But if that plug's there, we're good to go.
Okay. So now that's AC. You can turn that on, set it to whatever temperature you want.
Correct.
Okay. Anything else we need to know on the AC side of that?
No, that's about it on the AC.
Okay. All right. So now what about if we wanted to, let's say, put heat into the van?
Okay. So with heat, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go to, we've got our motorhome here with the thermostat gauge. We're going to click on it. The first thing that always pops up is going to be the heater. We're just going to click it, go from off, and then we can go ahead and scroll up our temperature setting, whatever we want. It's pretty hot here today, so we're gonna leave it at 53 so the heat doesn't kick on. And then you would just go like that. That would operate the furnace and it would kick on within a matter of a couple of minutes. Another thing to talk about with that is your power source. As far as on that, you can scroll over here. This is gonna be your power source. Whether we're gonna use gas, which would be your LP. We've got to make sure your LP tanks are on. We've got mix 1, which is going to be LP and electric. This is the preferred setting. With that LP and electric mix, the LP is going to heat that furnace up or water heater up faster, and then it kind of tapers down and then starts running off the electric. Once the battery goes so low, then that LP is going to kick back in. So there's a couple other settings as far as there's a mix 2. Mix 1 and mix 2 really, they're kind of both the same over here in the United States.
Okay. So you can choose any one of those for mix, or you can go pure gas or pure electric.
Pure electric, yeah.
Yeah, and that'll pull a lot of electricity.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
That'd be the furnace operation.
Yeah. Now, if you had any issues with that, sometimes I've seen warning codes. That typically means that the LP switch might be off or something.
Correct.
Yeah.
There's a number of codes that can pop up. You can either Google them or, give us a call here at Coachmen or Truma, and we'll kind of walk you through on what's going on. It could be as simple as, your LP's not on. I mean, we have 2 LP switches for our units. They both need to be on.
So in here, use, and then wherever the tank is.
Correct. Wherever the tank is, there's going to be another switch.
Yeah.
So depending on the code, you can Google them, or we're pretty easy to get a hold of, or Truma is really easy to work with as well.
And there's some good videos that Truma has as well.
Absolutely. There's a lot of videos out there.
Okay. So far as heat now, once you've chosen your temperature, it just starts flashing, and then it goes to that temperature.
Correct.
That you set, right?
It'll flash for a second, and then it registers it. You should hear your furnace kick on within a matter of, we'll say, 30 seconds to 90 seconds, and you should be good to go.
Okay. All right. So now, if we wanted hot water.
Okay. So hot water, we're going to go back to the main screen. We're gonna select our power source. We're gonna just go with a mix 1 because that's what we like here at Coachmen. We're gonna click on the icon, just the thermostat with the little water lines. Click on that. We're gonna turn it. Anything after off is your 3 settings. We have echo, which is gonna be kind of just like a lukewarm water. Hot is gonna be, you know, it's gonna get pretty hot. I think it's right around 107, somewhere in there.
Okay.
Your next setting is boost. The only time we really want to use boost is kind of when you get ready to take that shower.
Yeah.
You know, it's gonna pick that temperature up and then it'll drop off, but it just kicks it up faster.
Okay. So I did notice at the owners rally, some people were saying, well, when I wanted to get a hot shower, the water wasn't hot. So you have to go call for it here to be hot. Correct. Typically, unless you set time. So.
Correct. So if you know, if you typically wake up at say 6 a.m. or you know, you take a shower at a certain time, we're gonna get back to the main screen. Use your wheel. The first thing we're gonna want to do is make sure your time is set now. So we're at 4 o'clock here in Indiana.
And yeah, so you also want to set 4 and then get it from AM.
Yeah. Oops. Let's go. So we're gonna have to go.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
4 p.m.
4 p.m. And
you can set the AC. It looks like
we're gonna leave that off, and then here would be where you would select your settings. So if we're thinking a shower, we're gonna put it on boost, mix 1, on, and then would scroll over here to the time. And let's say Hank likes to wake up at 6:30 or 6 o'clock, drink a cup of coffee. He knows by about 6:30 he's gonna be getting in the shower. So we would just set it, and that's that.
Yeah. So everything comes on at that time.
Correct.
Yeah.
Another thing that might come up, say you get one of those codes, or the AC's not working, or anything, we can always go back to the home screen. If you're calling into Truma or Coachmen, we'll scroll down to this wrench right here. It starts blinking. We'll click on it. It's going to say offset. You're going to click on the offset. No, it's not letting me do it.
Okay, so what I mean, I think the offset is for if you want if it's getting too hot or too cold, you can offset whatever that temperature is.
We can do a reset from here too. Right there.
Yeah.
So the reset, and then it would say preset. We're just going to go ahead and click on that. It's going to basically reboot the system.
Okay.
Kind of like a issue with the older computers where we just reboot the system, do a soft reset on it.
Right.
That'll reset the whole system on this.
Okay.
That's pretty much all the systems on this.
Yeah. So it's all relatively strict. Sorry, let me open up the door so we can get some air in here. Yeah. So it's all pretty straightforward with the Truma. For the AC and the heat, you're controlling it from here.
Correct.
Right?
Yep.
Okay. And then we covered that there's a remote for that. Would they need to? Is any of this stuff going through this Firefly panel? No.
Truma's totally separate. We did run Truma AC for a brief period through the Firefly on 2023 models. That was only for a couple months. So if you have one of those one-off models, you would operate it from here. If you have trouble with that, just give me a call at Coachmen and I can walk you through that.
Okay. All right, cool. So I think that's, here, you want to go outside?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So I think that's probably what we would need to know. Basics. That's the basics of if you want to get your AC set up, you want to get your heat in the van, or you want to get hot water in the van. If there's anything else you want to know, you can reach out to Truma, reach out to Sean or anyone else at the factory so far as customer service.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and we also did a separate video on how you could winterize and de-winterize.
Yes.
So you guys can refer to that as well. Do you want to give the folks, if they wanted to reach out to you at the factory, the customer service, how do they get through to you?
My direct number is going to be 574-825-6319. We're there from 8 to 5 Eastern time, and look forward to working with anybody, or if you guys need anything, feel free to reach out.
Absolutely. All right, guys, we'll see you on the next one. Let us know if you have questions and comments. We'll try to get back to all of those for you. We're out of here. Peace.
Later.